Myra and the Burping Backpack. Myra was not an average 8-year-old girl. She had a talking chameleon, a lab coat that sparkled at night, and a secret laboratory hidden behind her bookshelf, labeled Authorized Genius Only. Do you have a pet? What is its name? Oh, great! Today, Myra was halfway through building a robot that could sing lullabies and make pancakes at the same time when burp, something loud and bubbly erupted behind her. It was her school backpack, sitting in the corner, burping. Okay, that's not normal, Myra muttered, adjusting her goggles. She scanned it with her philometer goggles. The needle wiggled. Emotion detected, confusion, anxiety, and pickle juice. Just then, her rainbow-colored chameleon Chicky slithered onto her shoulder. I told you not to stuff your lunch next to your science homework. The atoms are probably angry. Myra frowned. No, Chicky, something's wrong. My backpack has feelings. That night, Myra slipped into her enchanted lab coat, the one that let her enter other people's dreams. She touched her backpack. In a swirl of floating pencils, glowing glue bottles, and flying peanut butter sandwiches, Myra was sucked inside the dream world of her backpack. She landed in a strange hallway made of notebooks and sticky notes. Yuck! I just stepped in a puddle of alphabet soup, she cried. Myra, boomed a voice. A tall shadow appeared. It had the shape of a school bag with eyes. I am the dream guardian of forgotten things, it said. And you, young inventor, have stuffed too many emotions, snacks, and projects into your bag without sorting them out. And now it's in chaos. Suddenly, the hallway shook. Out from behind the locker-shaped walls came hundreds of wiggly jelly creatures with giant eyes. Chicky gasped. Oh, those are worry wobblers, emotional goo that grows when kids hide their stress. The wobbler squeaked and sloshed towards them. We forgot the spelling test. We forgot to say sorry. We forgot where we hid the last cookie. Myra whipped out her zap-zip tool belt, pulling out her empathy echo device. Let's see what they are really saying, she said. The machine translated the wobbler's squeaks into, I'm scared of failing. I feel guilty. I'm nervous all the time. Myra's eyes softened. They are not scary. They are just feelings no one talked about. Myra knew what she had to do. We can't fight feelings. We have to understand them, she said. She pulled out her kindness capsules, tiny bubbles filled with good memories and comforting thoughts. Chicky added a dash of rainbow laughter from a memory bank labeled The Farting Unicorn Incident. Together, they launched capsules at the wobblers. Pop, pop, pop. With every pop, the wobblers shrunk and turned into giggling blobs, happily dancing the floor. Myra and Chicky landed back in her room. The burping had stopped. Her backpack now glowed gently, and it even zipped itself neatly. Thank you, it whispered. Myra laughed. Next time, I'll clean you out on Mondays. Just then, Her school alarm rang. She pulled on her real backpack, grabbed some kindness capsules for her classmates, and zipped down for breakfast. That night, back in her lab, Myra scribbled in her mission journal, entered backpack dream, defeated worry wobblers, faced inner fear. Chicky curled up in a pencil case and yawned. You are like if Albert Einstein had glitter and feelings. Myra laughed. I'm not just a genius, I'm a feeling fixer now. Her lab coat shimmered once more as the stars outside blinked. Somewhere in the sky, the next adventure was waiting.